Trust God, my friends. Trust God. I'm telling you, life gets so much better when you learn to trust God. When you trust Him with everything. When you trust Him even in the midst of your own setbacks, failures, circumstances, just learning to trust God, right? Right now in my life, like, God has called me to do certain things and operate in certain ways and do things for Him. And it's been a few years now since I guess I would say I really stepped into following God, even when it didn't make sense. And one thing I will say is that what God has been trying to teach me, or what God has taught me through all of this, through this odyssey, through this adventure, I guess you could put it, of following Him, is that I really can trust Him 100%. Like, I can trust Him with my relationships. If somebody is meant to be in my life, God will keep them there. And if somebody's not meant to be in my life, God will not let them stay. Like, I truly believe that if you are following God, if you're with God, that if somebody is meant to stay, they can't leave. And if somebody is meant to leave, they can't stay. Because God is sovereign, right? But then also financially, right? Like, I've had bills that needed to be paid. They got paid out of nowhere. I've had help from different people along my journey. I've run out of gas in my car, and then a stranger stopped by and said, "God bless you, and here's some money, and here's some gas," right? Like, I could testify of a lot of different miracles that have happened while I've been following God. And so I guess part of what I'm learning is that real peace, real contentment isn't dependent on circumstances. It's dependent on who you know, right? Right? Like, it's not, people say it's not what you know, it's who you know, right? So you can know consciously that you should trust God, that God will take care of you, that God will do all these things. But it's like, do you know Jesus? Do you have a relationship with Him? Do you not only understand and comprehend that He's going to do things for you, but believe that He's going to work things out for you, right? Like, I've made mistakes, but God has covered me and disciplined me, but also been very merciful to me. I've been faithful, and God has blessed me in my faithfulness. But I hear a lot of people, on TikTok, they're kind of talking about this wilderness season, and I think that's a really accurate description, right? The Israelites went through the wilderness. Jesus went through the wilderness to prepare Him for His ministry. So ultimately, God allows you to go through things so He can prepare you for something else, right? We see that with Joseph, see that with Daniel, see that with a lot of characters. And if you can hear it in my voice that I'm very much sick right now, but I felt prompted by the Spirit to come make this video, so that's what I'm doing, right? Being obedient. But being sick, when I get sick, I really tell my friends, I'm like, okay, God's trying to slow me down, because I've got a lot of things. I got a business and mixed martial arts career and online ministry and some in-person ministry, and I got this, I got that, and I got people counting on me and looking to me and all of these things. So God lets me get sick sometimes, because it's when I will really slow down. Sometimes I get so busy doing things for God that I forget to spend time with God. So God lets me get sick for a little bit, even though I'm a very healthy person, like a very health-centered person. I work out, I lift weights, I train all the time. But God allows me to get sick so that I can slow down and have some time with Him. And so I really hope this is an encouragement to somebody, that you really can trust God with everything. And that once you learn to trust God fully, 100%, it will change your life, and you will have peace at all times. Psalm 46 talks about having peace though mountains fall, though trouble comes. Not having fear because you trust in God. The Bible talks about, in the New Testament, it talks about um, strength in weakness. And so Jesus says that his grace is sufficient for us in our weakness. And so while I have felt strengthened by God during this time period of my life, I've also felt very weak. Sometimes emotionally weak, sometimes financially weak, sometimes knowledge weak, like, oh, I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do, or something like that. But what I do know with 100% certainty is that I can trust God, and that God is with me, and that God dwells in me while I dwell with him. And so as long as I'm maintaining my relationship with him and continuing in that, I'm turning from sin and I'm turning to him, and I'm pursuing what he has called me to pursue and doing what he's called me to do, he's going to take care of me. And if you are in a season similar to me, I believe God will take care of you as well. You just have to trust him. God bless.